So the question is, should you upgrade from the 9 to the 10? Well, no. I mean, that's the short answer, but if you have the Hero 9, I would say it's better just to wait till the next year to upgrade your camera.
New is always better.
But now let's dive a little bit deeper and compare the video and picture quality, low light, the frame rate, Hypersmooth, the menu system, and some other new features like it's blue. I actually really like that though. I think that's great. All right, let's get on to it.
Mr. Black.
Welcome to the channel. My name is Danny Black, and I love to review cool gear that comes my way. So don't be a stranger. As always, links will be in the description, plus a surprise link. You should check that out. So there's some cool accessory links with some coupon codes. And let's do it. 9 versus 10.
Ready? Go!
The bodies are virtually the same, except some modifications, like the 10 battery door seems a little bit more plastic, and the new lens is made out of Gorilla Glass, which is stronger and also more scratch resistant, and hydrophobic coating on it that prevents water droplets from sticking to it, which helps a lot when you're coming out of the water. You don't want any kind of droplets sticking to your lens because then you just get that smudge effect. But obviously you can buy one of these lenses for the GoPro Hero 9 since they are interchangeable. And as of right now, just after the release of the Hero 10, the Max Lens mod doesn't currently work. I also tried to live stream with this, and it says on the box that you can get 1080p live streaming, but I could not get it to go above 360p. That's not good at all. It's terrible. Another interesting thing is the Hero 10 does not work at 5K 24 frames per second. That's like kind of that cinematic-y look that a lot of people like to shoot in. I don't really, so it doesn't bother me. The Hero 9 does work with 5K 24 frames per second, but that all can be fixed with a simple firmware update. And when that happens, I'll be sure to let you know. So make sure you, All right, so let's look at the video comparison. We're gonna take these out side by side and we're gonna do the highest resolution and highest frame rate and see how they look. Right off the bat, you can see that the Hero 10 has better color. That's because they added a natural color profile. With the 9, it's either flat or GoPro, which is just way too vibrant and adds grain in my opinion. But let's just freeze it right here. If we scale in, you can see that the Hero 10 does have a little more detail in the picture. Yeah, I mean, it's a little better. Let's just stop it right here and see the comparison of that sign that I just passed. It's not by a lot, but the Hero 10 sign is easier to read. By the way, how awesome is this board from Propel? It's a beast. But this is not an ad for the board. Having watched back the footage over and over, the Hero 10 does look a lot more clear, and there's less motion blur due to the 60 frames per second. Also, you can see that on the 9, the Hypersmooth crops in a lot more. On this shot right here, you can see that the 9 is more washed out from the sun, and the 10 handles it a lot better. And on this shot, in a more of a sunny day, let's scale it in 400% just to see how clear it can get. And really, the 10 is just a little more clear. It's not a crazy amount. Although on my face, scaled in 200%, you can see all the blackheads on my nose. It's disgusting. But that gives you an idea of how much more detail it shows. So now here is the low light test. I was actually pleasantly surprised at how well the 10 did. This is with Hypersmooth on at 4K 25 frames per second. So this is with like the low light settings, Pro Tune, with a light on me so that you can see what it looks like in low lighting. From what I'm looking at here, it looks way better on the Hero 10, so that's a plus. I do have Hypersmooth turned off and then that light, which I can also go brighter to see how much better that would be. But like if you're vlogging at night and you want to have decent lighting, this is probably the settings you want. I'll put the settings down in the description as well. As far as taking pictures, one thing I do notice is that the new faster processor really shows on the 10 when it's processing the image. Okay, I will let these pictures speak for themselves. Same exact settings on both, but the 10 does look a lot better in my opinion. Now let's have a look at frame rates. Amazingly, the Hero 10 can shoot 4K at 120 frames per second, which is really nice. 120 frames per second is that perfect quarter speed, getting that nice slow motion, but also keeping the quality up. And let's even take it a step further, because on the Hero 10, we can do 240 frames per second, slowing it down 8 times at 2K. That's probably where I would argue that this would be worth the upgrade. This is something you probably won't even notice unless you're viewing it on a 4K screen. All right, now let's test out the new Hypersmooth 4.0 compared to the Hypersmooth 3.0 on the GoPro Hero 9. Yeah, I look like an idiot for you guys. So I've looked at the footage very closely, and as far as I can tell, it's not that different. There we go, boost is on. Even with boost, I mean, it's really amazing how they do it. But I can't say overall, it's more stable within the software. It looks like a drone or a vehicle, but nope, it's me looking like an idiot trying to run. Okay, that's enough exercise for now. So the next test is the menu system. A lot of people get fed up with the touchscreen on the 9. I didn't really have a problem navigating with the 9. There was some annoyances and maybe it'd be a bit slow going from one menu to the other. I didn't actually realize what I was missing until I got to 10. And yeah, it's a lot faster, a lot easier to navigate, and just kind of feels a little bit more buttery smooth. So have I made my case? I mean, you're gonna do what you're gonna do anyway. I mean, if you want it, go get it. For me, I was actually planning on skipping this update because I find it better to go every other year. And as you see, I have the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and then I decided to go to the 10. And what you notice year over year is that they are evolutionary updates, not revolutionary updates. So if you're looking from the 1 to the 10, that is a revolutionary update. And I would actually argue that the 7 to the 10 is a revolutionary update as well. But from the 9 to the 10, it's a step in the right direction. You know, they're innovating, they're creating, and let's just be excited about that and not jaded, because it's easy to get jaded and find problems with these things. And there might be some feature comparisons that I did miss, so if I did, let me know in the comments. And this video is getting long enough as it is, so let's go ahead and end it right there. If you want to see some more GoPro videos, make sure you check out that video. Also, I have memberships for exclusive behind-the-scenes content and giveaways and live streams. Also, Tech is Hard podcast, where we go live. It's a fun little discussion about the new tech that's coming out. Be part of that conversation, and that's it. Let's go ahead and get out of here.